Hey, it's Father's Day. Peet and Reet out working early in the morning.
Happy Father's Day. What are you doing up so early?
Well, you know what? When the Volkswagens come into town into Niagara Falls, you got to be here, right?
I know. Aren't they cool?
They're the best. And all weekend long, it's, of course, Sunday, Father's Day. Yesterday, they were all over Niagara Falls, driving around everywhere. You saw them in little pockets, and they're the coolest car. I love Volkswagens. I've always been endeared to them.
That was my first car, was a Super Beetle. Back in the 1970s, right? And I loved it. The only thing I didn't like about it was wintertime, because I had to use my credit card to clean off the inside of the windshield because the heat sucked. But other than that, I loved it.
I was laughing because there's a sticker on one of the cars and it says, don't buy a car unless you can push it.
That's awesome.
Now, you have another reason why, of course, you love Volkswagens, and this is close to or similar to what, but not the right color.
Yeah,
right?
well, the ones behind us for sure.
Yeah.
A different color. Ours was orange, but yeah, for a while when I was a teenager, we were homeless. My parents didn't tell me we were homeless. We just thought we were camping. But
that's a good thing.
But we lived in our Volkswagen camper until it got so cold it started to snow out, and then we figured, okay, we're not camping anymore.
Dad, can we go home?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But you know what? It was one of my most memorable moments growing up because it really brought us close together as a family. When you're in that small a vehicle, I mean, you've got everything there. You've got a stove, fridge, everything, so you can sustain yourself. But still, it's a small area,
yeah,
right? And it brought us really close together.
Well, it's probably a pivotal point for you because you, from that point on, have always been humble, always out helping people, knowing where
well,
people
I try,
came from, so,
you know, because you never know where somebody came from, and you never know where you're going to end up.
Exactly, and you never know what's going to change on a dime, right?
Exactly.
So there's been every kind of car. Now me, I used to drive, see, here's how lucky I was, okay? I drove my friends' dune buggies when I was young, and they made all kinds. And we used to go up sand pits and roll them and do all kinds of stuff, right? And then I worked in a lab, and my boss had a Volkswagen. He said, would you mind going out and get the reports every day? I said, I would really hate to, but do I have to drive that? I just absolutely love Volkswagen.
Oh, me too.
So,
me too.
And if you get a chance to come down, if you don't make it this year, because you may see this show late, make sure that you schedule Father's Day next year, Fireman's Park in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Happens every Father's Day, right?
Now, there's probably about 300 Volkswagens here now. This will fill up totally. It will be a massive oasis of Volkswagens of every kind.
Every kind, from a Super Beetle to, the sports models to brand new.
Yeah. And to ones that guys have just taken them and had liberty to change
modified
things. Yeah, and they look just incredible. Love the sound of a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, do the horn of a Volkswagen for me. Meep, meep. It's kind of like a Roadrunner cry.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. It's pretty much useless.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, I noticed some of these cars are like laying flat on the ground, and I think they must have like air systems.
Modified them.
That pick them up. So very cool. And they, for the most part, are air cooled. They're not liquid cooled. So they have like a fan. So it's pretty incredible, the engineering in these cars.
Oh, definitely.
And they're still around, and I understand that the version of the Bug is coming back as original, because they kind of rounded them out and smoothed them out.
And it's not the same. I like the original ones. They just look so, I don't know, so 70s, 60s.
Yeah, and there's not, get inside.
Makes me want to get bell bottoms on and a peace sign.
Uh-oh. The other thing I noticed with the Bug too is windshields are different on them.
Yes.
So it must be different ears, different windshields, different sizes. Some are split. Like, it's really cool. So.
Right. And some still have the engine in the back.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. That's what they're noted for. All right, we're going to take a look around and then see if we can grab some people we can talk to about Volkswagens. out V-dubbing it, right? We're out V-dubbing it.
V-dubbing it?
Yeah, we found Jim. The reason we found Jim from New York is that he was cooking breakfast.
He's cooking breakfast in here. We interrupted him. Thanks for talking to us today.
You're very welcome, and it's nice to have you here.
So how long have you owned a Volkswagen?
About 15 years of restoration on this vehicle. I found it in a small garage in North Tonawanda, New York. A little old lady had it, and she said the kid down the street offered me $25 for it. I said, well, I think I can do a little better than that. So consequently, it was in really rough shape, and I offered her $3,000 and took it home with me.
Good on you. It looks beautiful.
Thank you. It's a 1978 Champagne edition. Only 2,000 made during a certain production run. It was made for the anniversary of the Volkswagen bus, 60-year anniversary of the Volkswagen bus.
And you got everything in here. You can cook, you got a fridge, cooler, you can sleep. I mean, it's beautiful and go anywhere you want.
Sleeps 5. Two on the top, 2 on the bottom, and then there's a kitty cot that goes across the front seat.
Yeah. I remember the kitty cot.
If you got a tall kid, his feet are going to be through the window.
So now, what's fun about getting together with all the? I mean, there's going to be over 1,000 Volkswagens here today.
Oh yeah. Well, last week I was at Bus Fusion in Ottawa, and we had 285 buses on the fairgrounds, all camping out. So it was just a wonderful gathering of people, and you'll see more than just buses here. You'll see the tuner cars. You'll see older Volkswagen Beetles and a lot of rare things, just like this customized camper over here that is made into a trailer.
Very cool. So I guess you guys become family then, right?
Oh yeah, very much so, very much so. You see people once a year, you'll spend 3 or 4 days with them, but you'll be in email contact with them or Facebook contact with them, and there's Facebook groups out there just specifically for Champagne Edition buses. So,
Jim, I like mine over easy. I don't know about you.
Yeah, sunny side up.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, we're going to go eat with Jim, and we'll see you in a minute on the Peet and Reet Show. Okay.
Thanks so much. That was awesome.
Great.
That was awesome. It's Peet and Reet on location here for the Volkswagen Crazy Extravaganza here.
Yeah, the JitterBug.
Yeah.
The JitterBug event.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And we have St. Catharines Volkswagen here as well. And Johnny Petrowski.
Yes.
I didn't want to say it wrong.
That's okay. I appreciate that. No problem.
Now, you guys have come on and are full sponsorship of this event.
We are, yeah. It's super exciting. We've had some involvement in the past, but this year we're under new management and we're trying to really promote the name St. Catharines Volkswagen. So this is right in our backyard, and why wouldn't we take advantage of it? So
now, you're a younger guy.
Yep.
A little younger than we are. What do you think of Volkswagens?
You gotta love the brand. I mean, it's just got this massive cult following. We know. I mean, I'm a new sales guy, or a fairly new sales guy there, and it's the Volkswagen owners are a different breed. I mean, the show speaks for itself. Everyone bands together.
I think once you love a Volkswagen, you'll always love a Volkswagen. I think so. You know, I mean, that was my first vehicle growing up.
Yes.
The first one I ever bought,
Yep.
and still to this day, when I see one, I go, I want to get in it and drive it.
You know what? It's I've got the 69s behind me over there. That's actually for sale at our dealership. But believe it or not, that was the first time I've ever driven a Type 1, and so many people out of my generation, more so your generation, everyone tells me that's the car that they learned how to drive on. So
oh yeah.
I mean, the people.
So what did you think? Did you like it?
I got a good workout with the no power steering and no power brakes.
Oh, come on!
I'm spoiled. I couldn't pair my phone to the Bluetooth. There was nothing there. But you know what? Something has to be said for having a really pure driving experience. So,
yeah, absolutely. Back to basics.
Now that, of course, not the modern one, but that was my favorite, Herbie, the love bug, right?
Yeah.
Now you got to get a love bug you're going to sell eventually,
You have to. I mean, I've been a huge car guy for obviously 26 years, and I grew up watching Herbie the Love Bug. I know the movies inside and out. I've always wanted to see one, so when we got that guy branded, it brings a big smile to your face, right?
And that's for sale on your lot.
We will sell it with the Herbie livery. We'll throw that in for free.
Wow.
Nice.
No problem.
Wow.
Wow, that's great. So you're a love bug freak then.
Love bug freak, Volkswagen freak, and you know what? Now I get to deal with great people and great cars and just pairing them together. So the whole sales experience just it all ties everything in. Right?
And this is for charity here today?
It's all for charity. So we've decided that the benefactor of the event is the fabulous Children's Center in St. Catharines. They work with children with disabilities and mental illness, and it's such a great cause. And I mean, you know, children's such a hot button topic. It's we couldn't have thought of a better benefactor for it.
And
so.
they got some really cool stuff going here. They've got this thing where they drive the Volkswagen up and try and balance it, right? Balance it on top, so it's and then
the clutch.
The clutch, burn.
They actually call it the clutch eater.
There you go.
If you're not good at the balance, we're not responsible for any damage, obviously.
And then everybody buys tickets on an engine and guesses what time it will blow up because it has no oil, and they run it out back
until it blows.
Yeah, we do the engine blow competition. That car was donated very graciously by Glendale Auto Parts, local auto wrecking yard that just started in St. Catharines recently a couple years ago. So they were very happy to be on board with that as well too.
Well, it's good to see you guys here, and next year I understand it's going to be even bigger and better.
Bigger and better. I mean, you know, you can always just improve and improve, but hopefully we'll have the whole lineup behind us next year, and maybe we'll even raffle off a Herbie. I'm sure my bosses would kill me for saying that, but
I think you should, boss.
Yeah.
Hey, good idea. I'll be in.
Sounds good to me.
Johnny Petrowski, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
appreciate that.
Amazing.
St. Catharines Volkswagen for being a part of this. And Peet and Reet, we are going to go out and find some Volkswagens that we can drive. I know people don't want us to, but I'm thinking about that one right over there.
Oh, yeah?
And there's nobody over there, so let's go over there and take it for a spin.
Why not?
All right, see you next time on the Peet Reet Show. God bless.